Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and where else you can find a wonky pocket except here. I was just playing with papers the other day and made these wonky pockets. So this is basically, take everything out of the pocket so you can see it. So this is like a tri-fold kind of here, and then you would go ahead and glue this side onto one side of the page, probably just the two sides to make it a tuck probably, and then glue this side down and then glue the bottom of that. So then you have a pocket here, a pocket here, a pocket here, a pocket or a tuck spot back there, and then on this side you have a pocket and a tuck spot. So yeah, and I just clipped it on here so I would remember pretty much how I made it. They're all made just slightly different to get a little slightly different wonkiness. And then I had stuck some things in the pockets just so you guys could see what it would look like with stuff in the pockets. You know how we do. Alright, let me get that one back there and see. So it's pretty thick, but that was pretty thick, you know, that's like 4 pockets on one side, 2 pockets on one side. Now you could just cut it and put them on separate pages, that would work too. So this one I just folded in half, and so it would just go glue on the bottom there and maybe glue up the side there, and you'd have a pocket here. I'll just use this. So you'd have like a big long pocket here. Let me cut off to the size of your page so it fits. And a pocket or tuck spot there, and then on this side a pocket here and a pocket or a tuck spot back here. They don't have to be this big, they're only this big because the page that I used was big. The size of the page you use is gonna, you know, is going to result in the size of your pocket. What is going to determine, that's the word I want, determine the size of your pocket. So like this was a book page from a craft book, and this was digital. So this was 8.5 by 11, and this is pretty close to it actually, just about 8 by 10.5, probably, or 10 3/4. So it's almost as big, but it's just small enough that it doesn't cause too much of a problem. So whichever side of this I want to show the whole thing and not fold over is the side that I want lower, if that makes any sense. So I don't want to have to fold over that 1920, I don't think. And I don't mind folding over some of that. So I'm going to fold this just wonkily. We'll move this out of the way. So I take a piece of paper the long way and then fold it. Instead of folding it straight, you're just going to angle it. The more you angle it, the more wonky it will be. So if you just want it a little bit wonky, you just angle it just a little bit. And then you just fold it where you want it. If you want to fold it in the middle. So you're just going to line up the bottom so it lines up at the bottom of your page. So now if you want to, you could fold this back over for another tuck spot, and then it's not going to be so deep, or you could just cut it off. So, and this is upside down. What? Oh, that's right. That's going to be, we're folding it this way though. Folding it so the top is at the top. And this is what I was talking about. This will be the front part of my pocket, and then I can cover this back part. And this will be on the other side of the page, and I would just go ahead and just fold that in to some degree. It doesn't matter to what degree. And so yeah, and then if you wanted a side tuck, you could just, or if it was too long or whatever, you could just turn that back in. You might want to have the bottom be flush, but, and now you have a tuck spot here, pocket here, and a pocket, which would be on the page, on your journal page. Where'd my, see, I should have just left the book there. I'm like, how did I lose it already? Oh my word. So when it's on the page, it'll look like, well, if you put the pocket on the right direction, it'll look even better. So like if this was too long, you could cut it off, or you could just fold it in some, or you could turn it over to be a side tuck. And when I mean cut it off, I mean, you know, you could just either cut it off evenly, just like that, just in a wonky way, or you could cut it off not evenly, and maybe cut it there in the back, and then maybe even cut it like that on the front. I mean, you can always cut it to any shape you want, but you start out with your wonky pocket. And of course, you know, to do it with the 3 pockets, you just fold it in thirds instead of in half. So this one is a few different directions, which is nice. It's kind of multi-directional, although I think it's maybe meant to cut out little bits. Here, this one's even more multi-directional. Let's do this one. Won't matter which side I do what. Although it does have that line in the middle, but that's alright. So then I would just fold it into thirds, lining up the bottom, and then folding it this direction, which you can make that shorter. So now, depending on which side you put it, I would probably put this on this side because that pocket was taller, so that then this over here, I did not do this one very wonkily, did I? Would have this pocket. Actually, what I would probably do now is probably just go ahead and fold some of these bits down, and now you can see all 4 pockets. And I put, you know, cover that with something there and cover that. It's a wonky pocket. In fact, I'll cover this one right now so you can see how it ends up looking. Let's see. So when I cover it, it's pretty easy. Which part did I pay attention to the part I need to cover? I just saw a piece of paper here that would work. Okay. So I don't need a lot there, just enough to glue. I had to go upstairs to get the glue because my son took the box upstairs with the glue in it and did not bring it back downstairs. Now, by folding this over, it helps because then also I've got you know, reinforced edge for this side, which is nice. So let me trim that. And this is what I do. I usually just I glue on a piece and then I trim off what I don't need. If I like let's see, what else do I need to cover here? All right, so this piece right here. Oh, will that fit? Oh man, I should have put that at the top. The whole piece would have worked. But now I'm short. All right, I need a little bit longer piece for that. Ow! Something's falling on my foot. We won't worry about that too much. Let's see. You think I'd have more? Here we go. This has got some green in it too. Alright, so this is the place I need to cover. I only need to come down to like just below there. So I would just come ahead and just going to tear that. I know that's going to be plenty long enough. I'm also going to just tear it a little bit there, and then come all the way to the edge there. That one I'm meeting at the top, so it doesn't matter, I guess. There we go. And then if I get a little bit too far over here, I can just fold it, and then without cutting the crease or whatever. Try not to cut your crease. Alright, so we fold up, and then we fold over. So there, that's one side. And because I used decorative paper, I only had to cover a little bit there because I didn't make it a very wonky one. And then I probably could have just gone all the way over on that one, huh? One's a little bit. Whoops, did I get that? Did I get that in enough? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay, good. And then I don't cut that off until after I glue it on. I just don't glue all the way to the edge, that's all. If I need to glue a little bit more later, I will. That's white paper on white paper, which makes it a little bit. There we go. And then just trim that off. And then that's our pocket right there. Show it on a page again. So then you could just glue it down here. And you could glue it here. And so then you just have two pockets. Or you could just glue it on the bottom and have two tuck spots. And then here, you definitely want to glue this side. And these two pieces over here. So they'd be pockets. And then this would be a pocket, and you could make this a pocket, or you can make it a tuck spot just by leaving that open. I mean, you could potentially even just put it all on one page like this, or you could just cut it down and have two pockets for two separate pages. I mean, really, you could just do that. And then you could put it anywhere on the page if you want to, even. And this one, there, because it just gets, oh no, can't. If you're going to do this, then you need to fold that over and make that back pocket. So one side of your pocket when you fold it is going to be tall, and you're going to have to fold it over, and the other side won't. Let's see. I like using these. These are pretty solid-y kind of pages, and then I can use scraps. So we'll make this one like really wonky, like go way out. And then this is the important part, is getting it straight on the bottom. Where you fold it doesn't really matter. I mean, the width of your page is going to have some effect. Alright, so then you can just fold this wherever your heart is telling you to fold it. And then this one is probably going to be a little long for a page. Bring that back up like it's a little tuxedo. Now, it's hard to see everything right this minute. So let's see if we can. Alright. So I'm going to glue just below where that page goes and just all the way up to the top there. I don't like to measure. And then I'll just put this here. Oh, kind of went over with my glue. Oh, no I didn't. Need to go down a little bit more. If you're using glue stick, it'll be fine. If you missed a spot, not a big deal. You can just come back and get that corner. But you didn't have to measure and then find out that you measured wrong. Because now you just come back in and cut it off. Easy peasy. I don't like to measure. Measuring is not my thing. Now I got glue on here though. So remember your glue pages when you do it. Oh my goodness gracious. I need some scraps. I don't have any scraps over here. I probably thought I had scraps, but didn't really. I got the pages. Let's see. Oh, sorry. I'm right in your ear over here. Alright, just take some digitals. And realize that you don't have a ruler at this moment in time. One moment in time. I don't have a ruler, but it's a lot of moments. Oh my goodness. Like even the one that I keep up there that isn't invisible is disappeared. I'll be back. It was on the floor because, you know, I had to like clean things up a little bit because I didn't want to give somebody a heart attack by what was all on my desk. Because somebody knows who he is. Because I care and I don't want to give you a heart attack. Alright, you know I wasn't measuring. Well, I don't need to go all the way up on that. Let's see, where does this come down to here? So I'm going to remember to put the glue page here. I'm going to glue on the bottom here and go a little above where that needs to go. And then I just want this little corner here. And then, see, if I had cut it, I might have forgot to leave that corner down there. And now I know that I can get that cut at the right place. Okay. I don't have to use a scissors though, I can just tear it off with my ruler, but I was kind of afraid to do that beforehand. It's not a perfect system, it's just, it's mine, and my systems are never going to be perfect. I just don't like to measure. That's all there is to it. Alright, and we have this pocket here to cover. Where'd you go? Do a little bit of, so that's not quite the right color. Or, oh, no, you can't. Well, you could. I could come in and fold this over like that, and then I don't have to cover it, you know. There's that possibility too. Because sometimes you just don't want to cover stuff. But then you do have to come in and cut off the bulk. So I'll cut it to that corner there. And cut that. Don't know what that's going to do to the other side of the pocket, but I am going to glue that. Where'd my glue go? Right there. So how's everybody doing today? What are you working on? What's your weather like? We're supposed to get some storms today. Because why not? Of course we are. Of course we are. Because I live in Northern Virginia and it's summer, so storms happen. Well, I guess it's a 20% chance of rain, but if we do get it, it'll be severe. Severe. See, this will make a fun wonky punket. Punkit. It'll make a fun wonky punket. That's what it'll do. Let's go ahead and do this flowery thing coming up here. Do we want the bird? Maybe we'll just do this. Oh, the flower will be on the side. That'll work. Alright, I'm gonna kind of fussy tear this bird out here just so that he doesn't get totally destroyed. I don't think that I need him. But I might want to use him somewhere. I don't know, maybe. And then see, that will pretty much be covered up. So I'm going to glue. I know I do this weirdly. I know other people, they measure their pieces perfectly and get them on there. I want to make sure that I don't need quite as much as I think I need. But I do want my words straight. Straight? No, not straight. Why would I say straight and then cut it all wonkily? That doesn't make sense. Alright, shouldn't need all that. Okay, good. What? Oh, hold on, let me pause. That question could have waited. This is why if you use like double-sided paper that has like non-directional, it's the easiest, because then you don't have to do all of this figuring out and then trying to remember, how did I have this? Just always remember your first fold was up the long middle side here. The long middle side. Yeah, that makes sense. Your first fold always went up this way. All right, we've got some glue issues here. Oh, I saw something out the window. But that is what a gummy eraser is for. At least for me. Or wait for it to dry. One or the other. Alright, up. And then, oh, Yeah, that one goes that way. So this way. So now I want to cover this piece right here. I mean, I could just, if he was on some cardstock, or she, then she could stick up over the edge. She's not though, but that's okay because I could just do that. So I only just need a little piece behind here of something, and maybe it'll be this right here. Yes, you can open it all the way back out to glue your pieces on if that's what you so desire. Which way was straight? Alright, that works. Alright. Alright, that covers everything else. Okay. I just want to make sure his, where's the bottom? Alright, that's the bottom. Just get his head right about there. That covers everything. Good. I know, this, a lot of you probably are like, I couldn't cover it that way, lady. You're crazy. It's insane. It does look a little crazy, yeah. You can go ahead and measure your pieces and then glue them down. But for people like me, you don't have to. Or use non-directional paper in the first place and you won't have to cover it at all. Alright. I don't suppose this piece will fit. I mean, do we care that that's a little bit different? Not really. Not if this gets covered. And I'm just going to cut off whatever doesn't get covered by that piece. This piece here. I'm just going to cut off whatever doesn't get covered just because I don't want to have to glue a tiny piece right here. So I'm just going to cut over and cut down. Because you can do that. And just cut that off right there. But I'm also going to come in and cut that side there. Because we can. And then just glue this bottom part right here. And then that's one side for the, I don't feel like picking up the book again, for the journal page. So like we'll fold this in half and that could be our, this is why I don't put middles on my journal pages. Because this is the middle, so that's where you would think you need to fold it. But it doesn't actually fold. That's why I don't do middles. But then, because then you can fold it wherever you want. Alright. So, but you can see this is too long for that page. So, then we just come in and just, let's say, this part's not too long. It's this part that's too long. So you can just cut that off. And no one's the wiser. Or you can fold it over and it gives it a little bit of strength. So it doesn't even look wonky on this side, really. I mean, they're not perfectly even. Let's see, what do we want to put there? See, I like things. Ooh, that might be interesting. I wonder if I can line that up a little bit. No, I can't. No, hold on. I can line it up that way. That is cool. Oh yeah, let's do that. So I will just, oh, I've already glued that side together, haven't I? So I'm just going to glue in here so I can glue that page in. Cover all your sides before you glue your pockets. It'll make your life easier. But I didn't know that I was going to want to have that like that and be all like, well, that looks like one piece, you know what I mean? Even though it's upside down, doesn't matter. We don't care. And I don't need to, I can just cut this off. This whole thing can just get cut off. There, now it'll fit on the page. Here. Doesn't matter, lady. Just, there we go. Double pocket. And on this side we have a tuck, little here, pocket here, and a pocket back there, or on the side, or a tuck spot, or whatever. And they're wonky and they're fun. So play with your papers and just fold them in all weird ways and get as many weird pockets as you can. But even if we use the long side here, we'd still need to probably, you know, this side would work okay for a bigger journal. But then this could even, you don't have to line it up on the bottom. You could do that. Or you could line it up on the top even. And then you have just a little, glue that back down. And you just glue the bottom right here. And you'd have a little tuck. Now if you want to take out some of that bulk, you could cut this off first. There. And now fold that over and you have a little tuck. Or you could have just cut it off. Depends on how wonky you want things to look. If you don't like wonky, why'd you come here? I'm all about doing wonky things if I can, eh? Oh, let's do this one, because we only have to cover one side if it's not double-sided. Oh wait, oh man, I already used. Wait, are these double sides? No. Anything else? Oh, I found some double-sided. Hold on. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Sorry, I'm right in front of the microphone here. All right, this one's double-sided. So let's go ahead and cut it down. You want to do a smaller pocket? Is that what you want to do? Because we can just like, let me rip these off first. We can go ahead and just cut this off right about here. So now we have this, and now our words can go sideways. And it doesn't matter which way our let's see, this is on the edge, so I'm gonna have this one be the one that comes up because I can fold it over, and have this one to be the one that comes down. You want to know how big this is, don't you? Of course you do. Whoa, dropping stuff. I ended up making this about 8 by 6.5. So, I mean, the size doesn't matter. Just saying. I know some people say size matters. Sometimes it does, but for this it doesn't. Alright, I want my pretty roses. And then just fold it so the bottom is lined up. It doesn't matter how far over you fold it. You could have a smaller pocket on one side and a larger pocket on the other side. And then let me ink this really quickly so we can see the pockets. Alright, we're going to fold this one over just so we can see that back pocket. And since we have ripped edges everywhere else, I'm just going to go ahead and tear it. I think this paper is thick enough to handle, whoops, she says, and I can't even get it to stay down while she rips it. Alright, so how did I have this? Okay, so I have less pictures in here, so that's the part that we'll get glued down. That's the word I want. And of course, it is a little bit easier to ink it before you glue it, if you want to ink it. Totes optional. And yeah, definitely using some double-sided paper definitely makes it easier for you. Are you wondering where these came from? These ones I could tell you. This is, oh, what's his name, Gail? He made this for Gail. Oh shoot, I can't remember his name now. No, Anthony? No, I'm thinking Anthony the Baron Maker. Anyway, I'll try to link him. If you want to know, then timestamp here and I'll find out. But this is from Gail. And this was the kit that the guy made for Gail. Alright, so You want to see this on a page? I could show it to you on a page. I found the journal that I still have here. Okay. Alright. So yeah, if you're using double-sided paper, even easier. See, look at that. You got a pocket and a pocket. And over here you've got a pocket and a pocket. And they're not straight and perfect. They're a little bit wonky, and we like that. We like wonky. I like wonky. I mean, if you've clicked on this video, I'm just assuming that you also like wonky. Is this one double-sided? No, that's alright. I'm gonna make, what if you don't want to go around the side and you just want just a little bit of something? Here, go. Make your thing as wide as you want. Make it whatever the width you want your pocket to be. And then, see, if I wanted the bird, I can't because it's at the bottom. So, like, just fold your pocket wonkily, and then it'll get glued. And then, you know, you'll want to probably, you don't have to use paper. You can totally, I want to do it from the, I want my Harlequin to be straight in the pocket. So if I'm doing it straight on the bottom, then I want to do that. Just saying. So I lined it up with the straight part on the bottom that's going to be lined up on the page. Doesn't want it darker than that. That's not dark enough. Try again. Let's try again. Let's try again. Yeah, green will work. Something green. Green. Evergreen bough? Probably not. We'll make it work. Only gonna show a little bit. Actually, evergreen bough goes pretty perfectly with this kit. There we go. Woohoo! So now you didn't even have to glue anything. If you've got white pages, you can just do that. And then, when you put it in your journal, you're gonna line up the bottom. So you'll need that to come, well, you can line it up on the edge, because you can just cut off. So what you would do is just, I don't know what you would do, but this is how I'm going to handle it. I'm bringing this to the edge of the page if I want it on the edge of the page. Straighten that out at the bottom. And then I'm just going to fold that so I have a line that you can either then just fold it over or you can cut it off. Oh, but we did ripping on this one, so I probably want to, this is not going to end well, I can tell already. Can't see it on that side. Alright. Don't have to do that part. And inking, and we're inking. And we're inking because we can, because we like to, but we don't have to. Ink if you want to, don't ink if you don't want to. Think while you ink if you want to, don't think while you ink if you don't want to. I gotta keep setting stuff to the side because then I forget what I did with it. So, no, I set this up to go on the right page, so pay attention. So then I would just glue it. How would I glue it? I would just glue it, you know me. I like, I would probably glue it on the bottom here, and this edge up here, so that back spot would be a tuck spot, because I like to have a place for big things if I can. And then here, I would go ahead and, I think I would do the bottom here and the top here. You can do the whole side if you want to, but I'll have a little bit more space if I just glued that bottom and that top. So where it sticks out the most, that's where I glued. Why, you ask? Because. Just because. Just because I'm looking for a tag to show. There we go. So can I fit this wider tag? Yes. And it's not going to fall out because it's a big tag. It's being held in here and here. And if something pokes out the corner here, that doesn't bother me either. And then when you have something back here, something taller, that's what we're looking for, something taller. I'm looking for something taller. I'm not finding anything taller. Oh, here's a piece of paper. We'll just, and then, except for, you know what I did? I did that, so now that's a pocket back there. So, lesson learned. You just, there you go. That's not the one I want. I want something I can fit in that front pocket. Everything is too wide. Everything is too wide. We'll just, that's too small. You know, if you don't come prepared, you don't come prepared. That works enough. But anyway, if I had done it the other way, then you know, then I would have had more room to tuck things in, but I don't know. Anyway, it's a wonky pocket just the same. That's all you gotta do is just fold things at an angle and you get wonky pockets. That's all there is to it. The more you fold, the more wonky you get. There you go, which could have just taken these two. Okay, this is what happens when I clip things on there. Just, there we go. Or that one. And that one. I kind of like if it sticks out the bottom. So if I had done it even more wonky, it would definitely stick out the bottom. Anywho. Alright, so go if you want to. Make some wonky pockets. Hashtag wonky pocket. And I'll look for them on Instagram or whatever. Yeah, I try to put some, some ideas in here. Alright, so this one, definitely want to do the bottom here. This is my idea journal, in case you were wondering. You could also put this in a signature. Alright, and as long as it's on the bottom, it's good. You can keep them both open, or you can just go ahead and see, this one hits this paper here, so I just glued it on that corner. And then this one I might also just glue on this outside corner just to hold it down a little bit. And then, you know, if it sticks out a little bit, I'm okay with that. Well, I'm okay with it if the corner stays glued. If you try to tuck things into it too soon, it won't. Now you know. Okay, and then on this side, same thing. Just glue the bottom. And just remember, if you glue this piece down, this can't be a tuck spot anymore. So if you just glue here, then this becomes a pocket and this can stay a tuck spot in the back. So I just glued it to the back page and left the back page open for a tuck spot. That's the secret for that one, I suppose, in a roundabout way. Do you like this pocket? I think this was from Pam at the Paper Outpost, was this idea. You just kind of take, and you cut them at the same time, but you just cut one shorter and then you have your pocket. I don't know. We'll look through this real quick. I don't have a lot of ideas in here, but I have some. Like this is just, you know, just decorate a page by layering some stuff. This was just a drawing. That was an idea. You never know which idea. These were little die cuts, and I just cut them and glued them on the corners to make them little tuck spots. And then this is, I think we've seen Rachel do this one. It's folded in half, so it's got a little pocket here, a pocket here. But then it's folded back over, so it's a pocket here, a tuck spot there, and a tuck spot there. So if you like big circles, and you know, you just cut them down and get tuck spots. That's nothing. This is just a ripped pocket. Just tuck spot. Nothing special with that one. I don't think that's anything special. Oh, here's the circle belly band. That one I like. That one's more symmetrical. I had another one that was not. I don't remember where I put it. This I made in like 2019. Maybe 20. I don't know. A long time ago. This is just a cut paper that's glued together. Oh, this was a scrap shoot. So it's just one of, I think Rachel made pockets like this at some point. And then this is where I used a stencil or something to get this and cut around, you know, made the top all fancy. And triple ripped pocket, double for top. This one's straight and this one's ripped. And then this was a bunny that I got at Target, I think, and then I just covered it with, well, no, I used the bunny as a template and then cut bunnies with prettier paper because it was just blue and weird, the bunnies, but I thought it was cute as a tag. That was, oh, this was the very first challenge that in Paper Outpost. It was a challenge for some cards. This was a larger card. Oh, and this folds over. This piece here, it folds over the bottom. That was, I don't know, didn't expect things. And then this is a little tuck spot that's just fussy cut. Because I like that look. Let's see, that's what we just did. Oh, and him, I had done the checkerboard pattern, and then when I glued him on, I continued I did the checkerboard pattern on him and lined it out and just did him in different colors. I think is what I did with him. This one might have been part of that. Use my non-dominant hand to paint stuff. Either that or I painted it with my dominant hand. Pam at the Paper Outpost is where you could find that one. Oh, I think, oh, who did this? I really should have written down who did this one. It might have been Pam. A lot of my pockets came from Pam. This one, oh my goodness. It is the tall pocket and a short pocket. They're kind of like two envelopes in a way. And then it's got another corner piece connecting it in the middle, and I think there's also a pocket on the side here. That's a crazy. And then this is a pocket that just has a tab at the top. And then this is, you know, pocket. I did the stencil going all the way up. It's just book page. And then I backed it with color, which is also, so that's like a full page one. And these are just some tags I made some time ago, just doing the drawings on the dictionary page. And then this one is a little bit different because it's just one piece, and I did a slit across, and I backed this paper so it would be thicker. And apparently I sanded it and whatnot. Not sure why, but I did. And so there's that. And then, oh, that pocket's shorter. Did I have this one here? I don't know. But there's also a side pocket. You know. There, now we can see Bambi and whatever in their lovely children. Any other stuff in here? Like I said, I don't have a lot of ideas. That's just paper bag. Got it covered, and you know, it's a tuck spot. And what's this one? Anything special? Probably not. It's just folded in half and then folded over, you know. Like a, let's see, what do we have here? This is, yeah, it's a really, really easy one. So it's just folded in half. I want the top, which is, okay. Folded in half, basically. And then you just fold that part at whatever angle you want. Like if you want your flower to still be there. So that's all that one is. Just, you know, super easy. That's just a pocket waiting for another idea. Oh, no, wait, what? Nope, that's two pieces. I think originally it was supposed to, like, oh, this is a book page pocket. Yep, if you want to see that one, you'll have to, and that's just a little book page pocket that goes around the side. That's it. I don't even have all my ideas in here. I have a few more like this. I think they were from Pam at the Paper Outpost as well. So it's got, I made it a tuck spot, but you could make it just a pocket. And it's got a little pocket here, and a pocket there. And then that's got a pocket and a tuck spot. Yeah, I need more ideas. Got some ideas for me? I definitely need to add, well, I just forget to put ideas in here too. I haven't made this one in a long time. I'm thinking, and I added lace back there because it went over the page. I'm thinking maybe, so I must use envelopes for these two pieces. We should try that in the next video. Maybe we'll do that. I haven't made that in a while. Alright, I hope you all have a delightful day. What did we make today? We should probably just review that. Oh, these little wonky pockets. That's right, wonky pockets. That one and that one. And another one. Some other ones. Oh, that one and that one. We made a few. Alright, I hope you all have a delightful day. Love you.